Hello students, today we are going to study one very important topic, that is clauses. See, clauses are classified into three types: noun clause, adjective clause and ad hoc clause. But before that also it has certain types like main clause, subordinate clause. Before studying these all the types, first of all we will just study what's meant by a clause. See the definition. Clause is a group of words that has one subject and one predicate. So what's meant by subject and predicate already we have studied. So you must remember one thing from here. What's meant by clause? Clause, it means that's simply one group of words that has one subject and one predicate. See, clauses are classified broadly in two types. One is main clause and second one is subordinate clause. Main clause is also known as an independent clause. Why it is known as an independent clause, that we will just study. And subordinate clause is also known as a dependent clause. So why it is known as an independent clause? It means for the completion of its meaning, main clause is not depend on any other clause or any other word. But subordinate clause is known as a dependent clause because for the completion of its meaning, subordinate clause is depends on main clause. That's why subordinate clause is also known as a dependent clause. And independent, it means it's a not depend on any other clause for the completion of its meaning. But dependent clause is based, it means it's a depend on main clause. Then see, main clause, it doesn't have any types, but subordinate clause is classified into three different types, like noun clause, second one is adjective clause, and third one is ad hoc clause. So noun clause, it means that clause will play a role of noun. Then adjective clause, clause will play a role of adjective there. Then ad hoc clause, it will play a role of adverb. So noun, adjective and adverb, these are the parts of speeches already we have studied. Noun, it means the name which is given to the animal, place, thing, that's known as a noun. Then adjective, the word which gives more information about noun, pronoun, that's known as adjective. Then adverb. Adverb, it means the word which gives more information about verb. Then other adverb also, that's known as a adverb. Already we studied these all three parts of speeches when we studied it. Now come to the examples. Here today we are just going to study how to identify main clause and how to identify subordinate clause, because these three types we are going to study in next upcoming lecture. But now we are going to study how to identify main clause and how to identify subordinate clause. So one thing you must have understood from here: main clause, it's a independent, it's not depend on any other clause for the completion of its meaning. But dependent clause or subordinate clause is depend on main clause for the completion of its meaning. See here, first example, I know what to do. See, one subject and one predicate as we were talking about. So I know, this is the main clause, and what to do, that's a subordinate clause. Even you will have to remember one thing, like whatever wh words are there, like what, when, whenever, which, whom, whose, these all the words will be used here as a connective. So when these words are used, then from that word onwards remaining part you have to consider as a subordinate clause. See, subordinate clause may appear at the end of the sentence, it may appear in the beginning of the sentence, or it may appear in adjective clause, it appears in the middle of the sentence. So in that way also you will have it. Now see, I know, here meaning is completed. I is the subject and then know, that's a verb, or we can say that's a predicate. I know, if we complete or we give here full stop, it can complete its meaning by its own. So this part is not depend on any other clause. But what to do? What to do? This particular clause is depend on this clause for the completion of meaning. Because see, what to do, we don't know anything exactly what kind of relation or what kind of reference it is there for this. So if what to do that is given and I know that's not given, so it's not completing its meaning by its own. That's why what to do is depend on main clause for the completion of its meaning. But I know that's giving complete information. Meaning is not incomplete here, but here what to do, meaning is incomplete. That's why here I know is the main clause, it means independent clause, and what to do, that's a subordinate, it means dependent clause. Then come to the next, I don't know. Exactly opposite we have used here. I don't know. When somebody asks us, at that time also simply we can say I know, I don't know. So here I don't know, then how to go there? Listen it. I don't know how to go there. If you say till I don't know, sentence is completed, meaning is also completed, but how to go there? This part is not completing its meaning by its own. For the completion of meaning, this clause is depend on main clause. That's why I don't know, this is the main clause, this is the independent clause, and how to go there, this clause is dependent clause, because for the completion of its meaning this clause is depend on main clause. Okay, you must have understood it. Then come to the next, he wondered why he was so lucky. So here also you are going to identify it. Here he wondered, if you just give here full stop also, meaning is completed. He wondered, because subject is also given and predicate also given. But here connection is also used, like the connection which is used there or as a connective, that is why, wh word that is used here as a interrogative pronoun. Then why he was so lucky. So why he was so lucky, this part is depend on he wondered, it means on the main clause. So he wondered, that's a independent clause, and why he was so lucky, that's a dependent clause. This clause is depend on main clause for the completion of its meaning. That's why he wondered, this is the main clause, and then why he was so lucky, this is the subordinate clause. Then come to some more examples. See, when you were cooking in the kitchen, he came. See, as I told you, sometime it may happen like main clause is given in the beginning, sometime it may be given at the end. So it may varies from example to example. When you were cooking in the kitchen, he came. So you must have understood what the main and what the subordinate. See, he came. He came. This part is the main clause, and when word is used, when you were cooking in the kitchen, this is the subordinate clause. Because when you were cooking in the kitchen, it's not completing its meaning by its own. For the completion of meaning, this clause is depend on main clause. He came. He is the subject, came is the predicate. That's why he came is the main clause, and then when you were cooking in the kitchen, that's a subordinate clause. Whatever types are there, those types we are going to study afterwards. Now we will just talk about main clause and subordinate clause. And how to identify, that's quite easy. You must see the connective, whatever wh word, that, and certain other words are also there. Those words are used as a connective in these clauses. By its type you will come to know how to identify it. Then you can go wherever you like. See, you can go, this is the main clause, and wherever you like, this is the subordinate clause. If you say only you can go, it's completing its meaning by its own. But wherever you like, that part is not completing its meaning by its own. For the completion of its meaning, this clause is depend on the main clause. But main clause is not depend on the subordinate clause. So write down answer properly like this. Main clause, you can go, then subordinate clause wherever you like. Then come to the last example. They can stay where they want. See, they can stay. This is the main clause. And where they want, that's a subordinate. Because this is completing its meaning by its own, but this clause is depend on the main clause for the completion of its meaning. Thank you very much. Based on this, I will give you an assignment. You will have to solve it, and you will have to just write there main clause and subordinate clause. Its types and subtypes we are going to study again afterwards. Thank you.